Question number 101. Each person has their own user ID and password to log in into Azure, but how many subscriptions can a single account be associated with? And the options are 1, B, no limit, C, 250 per region, D, 10. So the correct answer is no limit, because there is not a limit to the number of subscription a single user can be included on. Question number 102. What is the Azure SLA for two or more virtual machines in an availability set? And the options are 99.90%, B 99.99%, C 100%, D 99.95%. And the correct answer is 99.95%. This is clearly given in the Microsoft documentations. When using availability sets, create two or more VMs within an availability set. Using two or more VMs in an availability that helps highly available application and meets the 99.95% Azure SLA. So the correct answer is 99.95%. Question number 103. What is the concept of availability? And the options are A. A system must have 100% uptime to be considered available. B. A system that has a single point of failure. C. A system that can scale up and scale down depending on customer demand. D. The percentage of time a system responds properly to request expressed as a percentage over time. So the correct answer is D, that is the percentage of time a system responds properly to request expressed as a percentage over time. Question number 104. What is the minimum charge for having an Azure account each month, even if you don't use any resources? And the options are A. Negotiated with your enterprise manager, B. $1, C. $0, D. $200. And the correct answer is C, that is $0. So an Azure account can cost nothing if you don't use any resources or only use free resources. Which of the following is considered a downside to using capital expenditure? And the options are A. You must wait over a period of years to depreciate that investment on your taxes. B. You can deduct expenses as they occur. C. It does not require a lot of upfront money. D. You are not guaranteed to make a profit. So basically, one of the downsides of capex is that the money invested cannot be deducted immediately from your taxes. So the correct answer is A. You must wait for over a period of years to depreciate that investment on your taxes. Question number 106. What database service is specifically designed to be extremely fast in responding requests for small amounts of data, that is called low latency? And the options are SQL data warehouse, B SQL database, C Cosmos DB, D SQL server in a VM. And the correct answer is Cosmos DB, as it extremely low latency storage designed for smaller pieces of data quickly. Question number 107. What Azure resources allows you to evenly split traffic coming in and direct it to several identical virtual machines to do the work and respond to the request? And the options are virtual networks, B Azure Logic Apps, C Azure App Services, D Load Balancer or Application Gateway. Here in the question it states that you have to distribute traffic evenly in the several identical virtual machines, and for that you need load balancer or application gateway. So the correct answer is D. Question number 108. True or false? Azure Cloud Shell allows access to the CLI and PowerShell consoles in the Azure portal. And the options are false or true. The correct answer is true because it allows access to the CLI and PowerShell consoles in the Azure portal. Question number 109. How many regions does Azure have in Brazil? And the options are A 0, B 2, C 4, and D 1. So there is only one region in Brazil. It is paired with a region in the United States. So the correct answer is 1. Question number 110. Which of the following is not an example of infrastructure as a service? And the options are A. Azure SQL database, B. SQL server in a VM, C. Virtual network, D. Virtual machine scale sets, E. Virtual machines. The correct answer is Azure SQL database. So with Azure SQL database, the infrastructure is not in your control. Hence, the correct answer is A, that is Azure SQL database.
Want to become an Azure expert? Here's your fast path, beginner to administrator. Start with AZ-900 to build your fundamentals, then move to AZ-104 to become a certified Azure administrator. We give you 1,400 plus real practice questions, mock tests, and even a money-back guarantee if you fail. Tap the link now, get both Azure exam kits, and grow your cloud career from zero to pro.
111 question. If you are a US federal, state, local, or tribal government entities and their solution providers, which Azure option should you be looking to register for? And the options are A. Azure is not available for government officials. B. Azure government. C. Azure Department of Defense. D. Azure public portal. So the correct answer is Azure government. Question number 112. Which of the following cloud computing models requires the highest level of involvement in maintaining the operating system and file system by the customer? And the options are A. PaaS, B. IaaS, C. SaaS, D. FaaS. So infrastructure as a service requires you to keep your OS patched, close ports, and generally protect your own server. So the correct answer is infrastructure as a service, that is option number B. Question number 113. What is the concept of being able to get your application and data running in another environment quickly? And the options are A. Azure DevOps, B. Reproducible deployments, C. Business continuity or disaster recovery, D. Azure Blueprint. So, disaster recovery is the ability to recover from big failure within an acceptable period of time with an acceptable amount of data lost. So, the correct answer is C, that is business continuity and disaster recovery. Question number 114. Which Azure service is the recommended identity as a service offering inside Azure? And the options are A. Identity and access management, B. Azure portal, C. Azure front door, D. Microsoft Intra ID. So the correct answer is D because Microsoft Intra ID is the identity service designed for web protocols that you can use for your applications. Question number 115. What is one way to increase the security of a traditional user ID and password system? And the options are A. Require longer and more complex password. B. Do not allow users to log into an application except using a company registered device. C. Use multi-factor authentication which requires an additional device to verify identity. D. Requires user to change their password more frequently. And the correct answer is All of these are ways to increase the security on an account. Question number 116. True or false? Azure charges for bandwidth used inbound to Azure. And the options are false and true. So ingress bandwidth is free. You have to pay for egress. So the correct options is false. Question number 170. What would be a good reason to have multiple Azure subscriptions? And the options are A. There is one person or credit card paying for resources, but many people who have accounts in Azure, and you need to separate out resources between clients so that there is absolutely no chance of resources being exposed between them. And options B says there is one person or credit card paying for resources and only one person who logs into Azure to manage the resources, but you want to be able to know which resources are used for which client project. So having multiple subscription can technically be done for any reason, but it only makes sense if you have to separate billing directly or have actual clients logging into the portal to manage their resources. So the correct answer is A. Question number 118. What types of files can a content delivery network speed up the delivery of? And the options are JavaScript files, images, PDFs, and videos. So, all of them, any static file that doesn't change can be used in content delivery network. Question number 119. What are the two ways you can get support if you are on a standard support plan? Choose two. And the options are Skype message, phone call, chat, email, in person, WhatsApp. If you have a standard support plan, you will get support via phone and email. So the correct answer is phone and email. Question number 120. Why is user ID and password sometimes not enough to prove someone is who they say they are? And the options are user ID and password can be used by anyone such as a coworker, ex-employer or hacker halfway around the world. Second option, password must be encrypted before being stored. The third option says passwords are usually easy to forget. And the fourth option, some people might choose the same user ID and password. So basically, the truth is that someone can find a way to get a user ID and password, even guess it, and that can be used by another person. So the correct answer is user ID and password can be used by anyone such as a coworker, ex-employee or hacker halfway around the world.